Hello everyone, we're back. This is a first for this Doctor Who Let's Play. I'm recording live commentary. There are a few reasons for this, mostly because I hate this game. I hate this game and I hate this game too. I think this Let's Play is cursed. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, from save files being deleted and lost like twice, to me capturing the end of this game, like the last third of it, and then the audio being all messed up. So I'm just, going in guns hot. Let's do this. Let's get this done. Because I want this to end. This is a nightmare now. Oh yeah, lovely jelly stuff. The amount of times I've played this game now, I should be pretty pro. So it shouldn't be an issue. We're back here in the sewers. It's just me, back in the sewers. This is, I assume, some kind of map they made to be reusable for a few areas, and it's trash. I hate it. No, I said we were going to be optimistic, so let's be optimistic. This is one of my least favorite sections in this entire game, where you have to sneak through... Oh, fuck. Shot through a wall. Shot through the wall, and you're to blame. You give Doctor Who a bad name. I think there's another bit, spoilers, there's another bit in a little while where you have to sneak back through the sewers, which I hate even more because of Amy's dumb AI. Some of the worst stealth in the entire series is in this one, which is a strange thing that I never thought I'd be saying about any Doctor Who game ever. You just gotta follow these green dots, avoid the Sontarans. Hope that Amy doesn't fuck everything up for you. The usual. Come on, Amy, get in his little alcove. Oh, goodness. We're getting toward the end of the game now. This is probably the least enjoyable section that we're doing now. Which brings, this game, this episode is maybe... I want to say like twice as long as the others. Of course, this was originally meant to be like a whole second season of the adventure games, but then it was abruptly cancelled, leaving only this one. I wonder if they like rolled together some ideas to make it extra long, or if they had initially planned for them to all be this length. Speaking of my recordings being constantly messed up, this particular episode does not have any kind of chapter select, so if anything does mess up, and I hadn't been manually backing up the saves, then back to square one. Gotta play the game again. Thankfully, there's not actually much gameplay, so it's mainly just a case of waiting around. So shove on some old episodes or something while I do it. This part's particularly annoying as it's a tiny bit obtuse. I'm not going to show you any failures because I don't have any recorded and I don't want to have to play this section again. Which is what will happen if you get killed by this Sontaran here. You can theoretically sneak around him, as in you should be able to, but as soon as you try to, he'll just flip around and then instantly kill you, even though he wouldn't have seen you. This is the Sontaran that shot a black rod that one time as we were sneaking out as Rory, which kind of shows you how this sewer map loops around and how annoying it is.
Well, that was easy. You went down like a sack of spuds. I thought Sontarans were tough.
The plank whacked him here, right on the back of the neck.
Of course, this is a constant Sontaran weakness throughout the series, which everyone should be familiar with.
It looks like someone else has figured out how to deal with Sontarans.
Could it be the
Brutal.
Could be. But when did the Rutan start using marbles?
That's it. That's the ship we're after. I just hope no one's at home.
Me too. Ladies first.
Well, It's a bit harsh. Yeah, it might be dangerous and he might get killed, so you just go first, Amy. For some reason this section reminds me of, I don't know if it's just like the design of the ship, the lasers, just the whole general unpleasantness and lack of fun. Reminds me a bit of Shadow the Hedgehog for some reason. You know what I'm talking about when they're in the, when Shadow's in the alien spaceships and everything. Something about it's got that kind of goopy alien design. Now this section I don't really understand, and I think I've already messed up. You have enough time sometimes to get out of the way if you see it coming. So I guess the advice would be to predict where they're going to come from. Or just do what I do and run around and generally hope you get it. You've got to deactivate all of these little pod things. They're just kind of scattered around. This middle area is probably the most dangerous as there's no alcove to hide in. There are some that look like they are the things, but they aren't. So, don't do those, I guess. For two more. I missed one down here. Probably should have just run past. I think I missed one down here. Oh goody, we're having a lot of fun. The other one's at the other end, so... There we go. This should be a walk in the park. Oh, I'm glad I didn't mess this up, because this is one that's quite annoying if you do mess up. I have a horrible feeling I'm about to die. But I think I have that feeling every day of my life. Here we go. Yeah, that wasn't too bad, was it? Now you don't have to worry about the electricity anymore, and you can just progress. Oh, we're making some lovely progress. I'm really enjoying this.
This looks important. All the pipes and tubes seem to join up here, into that thing in the middle.
And it looks like it's still busy repairing itself from the crash. It must be here. Wait, I recognize that noise. Get down! My stupid face! Get behind some cover!
It doesn't actually seem interested.
He's so unconcerned. He's just there with his hands behind his back and his horribly designed body. You can tell they rushed Rory in comparison to the others, though. You really can. I mean, I guess they already had the Doctor and Amy models from the previous season. I mean, Jesus Christ, look. Anyway, this is something of a puzzle. You got to figure out, you know, why is it attacking Amy and not Rory? Well, the answer is something in the inventory. It's not the rusty bolt, it's the gloop. You gotta smear it on like face paint like it's dung.
Yes, but like you said, it's the stuff the Rutans are made from.
Did they do that in Jurassic Park 3? For some reason I'm thinking of Jurassic Park 3 right now. Did they put like raptor dung on them or something? Or am I just thinking of that bit with the Triceratops poop from the first Jurassic Park? I don't know, feel free to let me know in the comments because I'm not gonna look it up. Gotta deal with it. Gotta use the gloop again here. Did those doors just like, instead of sliding, like minimize? Because it looked like they got squashed. I guess it's easier to do that than actually make it slide. Or maybe it's, you know, in the lore it's meant to squash.
Looks like there's another one missing.
Fair enough.
Did you hear that?
No, gloop. Oh. Oh no, you can just press these, you don't need the gloop. God, I hate the kids in this. I hate the kids.
Calm down, calm down.
Let me out here, Professor Layton.
Who are
Oh my god.
We've been looking for you.
Why? I ain't done nothing.
You've been kidnapped by aliens. Have a bit more concern, Christ.
You be careful with that.
Keep still.
How can I keep still when you're about to cut me open?
Shh.
Just the worst. Just the worst.
If I am, you're two of them, aren't you? The green monsters.
And he was Charlie Chaplin the whole time.
Poor Sam.
I know those days don't make sense. I just wanted to kind of throw in a Shanghai Nights reference. Why not? I got plenty of coffee to get me through this. Oh, he drops his slingshot, which means now he's probably going to get murdered by Santarans. Great job.
He's gonna have trouble if he runs into them again without these.
Maybe, but
At least.
you don't have to sneak around Karsh and his men.
At least she mentions it. And then Rory's like, yeah, maybe. I don't really care about that little tyke. I finished my hot coffee now. I'm onto some kind of cafe latte cold thing. I don't know if you've checked these out. They're in a Tesco meal deal right now. After they rejigged their meal deal. They always had like a pretty standard meal deal. I mean, is it just me or orb housing? Charlie stole the orb. I mean, wait, hold on. We'll get back to the meal deals. Check out this door. Once Rory stops pontificating about this. I think it's not pontificate. It's not the word. Let's have a look at this door and see what happens to it. Does it compress or does it slide up? It definitely compresses. That looks like shit. I mean, that might be what it's meant to do, but I get the feeling it's meant in quotes to be sliding into the wall. And they've just like, I don't know how to feel about this. Technically they can do whatever they want. It's a design of the ship that they've created, I suppose, but it looks like crap. It's like a shortcut thing, isn't it? I'm just thinking about it. Sorry. Let me keep going. I've honestly forgotten what I'm meant to be doing. We gotta put something in it. Oh man. Did I miss something on the floor in here? So many controls. I feel like a music producer. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten to tell you about the Tesco meal deal. I'm just trying to figure this out first. Is that it? Am I meant to leave? Maybe I'm meant to leave now. Yeah, I'm just meant to leave. Sorry, I thought there was something to do there. Anyway, Tesco meal deal. I think, am I wrong, or like many years back was it like £2.50? Anyway, they upped it to £3 and they've been a fairly pretty standard meal deal ever since. But recently they've rejigged their selection, and yes, they are still refusing to put the Tesco Finest sandwiches into the meal deal range, which is contrary to what Sainsbury's has been doing for ages, which is why Sainsbury's is pretty on top when it comes to that kind of thing. But what they have done is, instead of rejigging it that way, and don't get me wrong, they have included, you know, some higher tier sandwiches and wraps and such into this meal deal now. You just have to press the shoot thing and he shoots them. Hilariously, if you do that and they're turning round, it will still get them, as if he's curving the shot. Try and get some of that later. There's a section later where it's easier to get that. Anyway, they've they've included like a greater selection of things like, this is forcing you down one particular path, because obviously they, you can take out some Santarans now, but if they're facing you, you can't. So they've just rejigged the map in that particular way. He says, well, he goes in a completely wrong direction. It's this way. Anyway, so they've expanded the sandwiches slightly, still not including the Tesco finest ones. Now here he is, he's saying that. But they've expanded like some of the chocolate bars they got in there. So you get like a Snickers Duo or something, which is a bit of a false name. It's not two Snickers. It's actually two slightly smaller than average Snickers. Maybe if I get him right, but I don't want to fuck up and have to start again. You can hear me clicking here, just going for it, just going for it. Boom. Yeah, so like the drinks is probably the thing they've added the most value on. You can get stuff like the Fentiman soft drinks. If you've not had a Fentiman soft drink, I recommend them, they're good. Oh, look at this, it's a football. This is meant to have a silence attached to it, but sometimes I played this game, it just doesn't appear. I might actually have footage of that I can splice in. Yeah, what makes finding the silence extra hard is sometimes they just don't fucking appear because the game is poorly made. Sorry, I sound more angry than I am with that. They're not actually very good additions to the game. So yeah, you got stuff like Fentiman's in there. You got like the Starbucks ice drinks. You got like the Emmy Cafe Latte ones. And one of them is really big. It's like 330 milliliters. So I've been getting that lately, and it's pretty good. And that's the end of that story. Sorry it took so long, but that's what helps me get through this game. It's good value. I mean, check it out. You know, if you've been to the Tesco meal deal before and you've thought, perhaps not for me, then maybe you can reassess that this time. Sontaras, of course, because of their funny helmets, can only see a certain distance in front of them. Waiting here and then waiting for him to turn around is actually much better than going in the alcove. Because often by this point, Amy's AI is messed up so badly that she'll come along and try and join you in the alcove at the most inopportune moment possible. This hasn't happened this time, I think because I was messing around with the football. But yeah. You know, just reassess them. Rest in pieces. Nice, nice. Didn't even fail.
We better talk to the doctor.
I'm feeling good about this. I wonder how he's getting on with the plot to destroy Parliament.